Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I've got a number of different things that I want to go through today, so I hope you can bear with me. I've got another YouTuber to thank, absolutely. I've got a channel that I want to recommend, which is part of an entry to that YouTuber's contest, and I also have a pickups video to show you as well. So there's a lot of different things that I'm going through. The first thing I wanted to do, though, and probably the most important thing, is to send a special thanks out to PompeyGamesRoom, who made a video recently and recommended my channel to his subscribers. I really appreciate that kind of thing. He has 500 subs, so you know, a number of people that are there coming my way to subscribe to my channel and check out my videos as well that may not have been aware of my channel before. And you know, it's things like that that you know really help out and are really encouraging for me. And you know, PompeyGamesRoom, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I don't know how else to express my gratitude. Just by saying, you know, all I can say is thanks a lot. This guy, if you don't know, is a UK-based retro collector, and what he does is he does his collection videos somewhat similar to things that I do as well, but he also does gameplay videos. And the thing that I really love though about his videos is that they're really personal. You really get a sense of who he is as a collector. You also get a really sense of who he is as a person, and you can tell like his personality really shines through in his videos, and it makes it all the more interesting to watch because there are a ton of people that do collection videos out there, but only, you know, certain people have that special kind of charm and things that you want to keep coming back for more for checking out their channel, and he's definitely one of those YouTubers. So if you don't know PompeyGamesRoom's channel, please go check it out. I'm pretty sure if you're subbed to my channel, you're probably subbed to his channel to begin with. But if you aren't, go check out PompeyGamesRoom. I'll put a link down below. This guy's an amazing YouTuber, that's for sure. The next thing that I want to go over is the entry of mine into PompeyGamesRoom's 500 subscriber contest. This is the way that his contest works. Basically, it works like this. So he wants his subscribers to recommend channels on YouTube that are about retro video game collecting or video game collecting, and he wants those recommendations for channels that are not very well known. So he wants you to recommend channels that are either don't have a lot of subscribers to them, or are upstart channels that obviously by definition wouldn't have a lot of subscribers to them. So basically that's the nature of the contest. And so what you're doing for your entry is you put together a video that recommends another YouTuber, and basically I think it's basically an epic idea. I'm amazed by it. I'm glad that he thought of it. It's really helped me out because he recommended my channel in the introduction to his contest, which still blows me away. But I think it's a really great thing. It's great for the community. It's great to get the word out there for different channels, and it's definitely a good way to get the lesser known people sort of up in the ranks, I guess, as far as subscribers go. So I'm looking forward to all the different entries, and I hope there's an easy way to access all those different entries for his contest, because I like to see what people's recommendations for small upstarts or people that don't have a whole lot of subscribers that probably should have a lot of subscribers. And what that's going on. I mean, we're all aware, probably, if you're, you know, a subscriber to this channel or to his channel, you're probably aware of some of those really large channels that, you know, have pretty high production values, things like that. And sometimes, you know, people that are doing the less production value type of work, such as myself, you know, our channels get overlooked, and I think that his contest is a really good way of getting other people pumped up, basically, about, you smaller channels. And there's a lot of really good information in these channels. There's a lot of really good details, and there's a lot of interesting characters that you'll run across looking at these channels. So I'm really happy that he's running this contest. I think it's a really unique idea, and I can't wait to get started on my suggestion for a channel. So I'll do that right now. The channel I'd like to recommend for PompeyGamesRoom's 500 sub contest is a channel that is GameHuntersRUs. And this is another Canadian-based channel. There's two guys that are in this channel. There's Ben and there's Josh. And these two guys are super knowledgeable about retro video game collecting and just video game collecting in general. They deal with just about every single system that's out there, whatever they can get their hands on. And I really like their channel. This is why I'm recommending their channel. They are super knowledgeable. They really know their stuff. They give you lots of backstory into the details of the things that they're picking up, and also like the stories that go along with it. So it always keeps me very entertained as well. But a part of that knowledge base is also, they're also sharing with you what their intentions that they have for the different things that they pick up. So yeah, sometimes they're reselling things to refund their collection. In other words, find something that's of value, sell it so you can get things that you want to add to your collection. And that kind of reseller is a reseller that's up my alley, basically. I really appreciate people that are willing to put in that effort for their own collections. So, these are the reasons basically that I like these guys. They've been around longer than my channel for sure. So, part of this is obviously, recommending other people's channels, but they've actually been around longer than I have. They have about 20 or 30 more subscribers than I do on my channel, so I think they're up to around 53 or maybe 55 or so. But these guys are really great. If you haven't checked out their channel, make sure you do. I'll put a link down below so you can see their stuff, because it's really amazing what they do. And they're super eager and super knowledgeable. So if you want to know about those kind of things, they're definitely people to check out. The third and final part of this video is I wanted to do my pickup. So the first game that I'm going to show you here is NHL 2000 for the PlayStation, and here it is right there. I picked this up at a Value Village for $2.99, and there's the game right there. It's in great shape, excellent shape in fact, and pretty happy with that NHL 2000. The thing is with this game, I'll probably transport this into a different case because I really want to use this case because it's in pretty good shape for the next game that I'm going to show you, which I picked up off of the eBay. Now, the reason why I picked up this game was recently I purchased what I thought was this game from a local retro video game store, and I ended up getting burned on it because I don't think that it was really my fault. It was definitely their fault, but I ended up losing out in the end. This is basically what happened. I bought 2 games from them. I bought 3 games from them. 2 of them were PlayStation 1 games. Another title that I got from there, and it's also sealed like the other one, is My Mutant Academy, and this is a great beat 'em up. I really enjoyed it. The graphics on it are fairly excellent, especially for the time. So pretty pumped with that, and I paid $7 for that. It's probably not worth $7, but again, this was one of those things where I was like, I'm gonna add this into my collection. It's just a must-have title for me. So that sort of got everything that I got there. So that kind of gets that. And they were resealed, so they had a resealing on them. It wasn't the original packaging, but I assumed that inside those cases were the actual games, and in fact they weren't in there, which is just mind-blowing to me that they had sealed games on their shelf, priced, and they didn't even have the games in there. So, mind-blowing kind of thing. I really got burned on it, and the reason why I couldn't take the back was I don't even have the receipt anymore. By the time I figured it out, I sort of just set them aside. I put them in my pile of things to be cleaned, and I didn't touch them for like a month and a half. And so what ends up happening is, I open them up eventually because I wanted to clean them up, and I open it up and there's no game inside. So really my own fault for not keeping the receipt, my own fault for not checking in the first place, but understand I will never go back to that store ever again because A, their prices were way too high, and B, they don't even know what they're doing there. Obviously, they're selling empty cases, you know, and putting price tags on them and selling them as complete games. So they basically lost a potential customer in me, and I do a lot of retro shopping, so that's an unfortunate thing from their end. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty happy because I was able to pick up this right here, which is My Mutant Academy, and that will end up going into this NHL 2000 case with the manual and the artwork from the X-Men game, this X-Men game, Mutant Academy game. So this disc itself is in pretty good shape. Not too bad at all. Actually, it looks like it's probably being resurfaced, but I have no problem with that. So, you know, X-Men Mutant Academy, finally after all of that drama, actually in my collection. The next thing that I wanted to show you was some games I picked up from a thrift shop. Today was half price day again for electronics, not electronics rather, for video games, CDs, books, and things like that. So I picked up 5 titles from one thrift shop. The first one is Metal Gear Solid 2, and it's not complete, it just has the disc, but the disc itself is in reasonable shape. It's not really great, it probably needs to be resurfaced, but it doesn't have any major scratches in it, so pretty happy with that. Happy to add that one into my collection as well. And for that one there, it says $6 on the side, but like I said, it was half price, so it ended up costing me $3. So $3 for a Metal Gear Solid game, not too bad at all. The next one is NHL 08, which is also for PlayStation 2, and this one here was $5. $5, but I actually paid $2.50 for this one because again it was half price, and this one in fact is sealed, so you can see it there, so it's sealed. Pretty happy again. I'm a hockey fan, so happy to add that into my collection. Not a super sought after title, but hey, it's a sealed game, so no problem there. The next one that I picked up also was PlayStation 2 game Star Wars 2, the Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, and that one there was $5, but it was half price, so it was $2.50, and it's complete. So pretty happy with that as well, as I am with all of my pickups. Since I'm picking them up, I'm probably pretty happy with it. So this one here has got a pretty good disc condition as well. These are really great games if you haven't played them before. I can't imagine collectors not being aware of these Lego games. I do have this already on the Xbox 360 because I have the one where they combined the two together, the original trilogy and the first Lego Star Wars game that came out. But I still saw this today and I thought I'd pick it up because you know, it's a Lego Star Wars game. I really like the series, so I'm looking forward actually to the next one that's coming out, the Marvel superheroes Lego thing. That's going to be pretty cool. I can't wait to check it out. The next thing that I picked up was SSX3. This is for PlayStation's greatest hits version of it. And manual's a little bit wrinkled, but you know, I'm able to flatten that out. The disc is, from my recollection, pretty decent actually. It's quite good. So no major scratches or anything like that. So interesting series. I've never actually checked it out, but I did play Cool Borders and things like that before. So do want to check it out. It looks kind of like an interesting game. I've heard good things about it. And then the final one that I picked up from that thrift shop was this one right here, Cool Borders 2001. But wait a minute, it's not. It's Sly 2, Band of Thieves. So it has the artwork and the manual for Cool Borders 2001, which I would have been happy to pick up. But it has actually this Sly game, which I knew when I bought it, so I'm not like, oh no, I picked up the wrong thing. But I actually wanted the Sly game as well, which I don't have either of these in my collection complete. So I'll be on the lookout probably for the artwork, at least for Sly 2, but happy to check that one out. I've heard good things about it, but again, it's on a system that I didn't have before, so pretty happy for Sly 2, that's for sure. The next thing that I picked up was from a Value Village. This is from what I like to refer to as the overpriced Value Village, because all of their games now are set around $6 constantly, and as you can see from that thrift shop that I just showed you, they jacked up their prices. They used to be around $4, now they're up around $6. And I think some of those $5 games are like older games that have been sitting there for a while. So I think those $6 are like their general prices now. And now this Value Village also prices theirs at $6. And for a lot of these games, I think $6 is asking a little bit too much, but I did pretty well today. But they're really starting to stockpile a lot of games at $6 because they're not selling. But here's one that I picked up. It's Resistance Fall of Man for PS3. I have a PlayStation 3. I was more of an Xbox 360 user previously, so my PS3 collection was quite slim. The reason why I got a PS3 actually was to play Little Big Planet 2, and a couple other exclusives, but not the, I guess the usual ones, the ones that people would really recommend for it. I picked it up because I really wanted to check out those games, and I used it also as my media streamer, like for YouTube and things like that for my television, but I never really bought a lot of games for it. So I'm really starting to do that now because the price of these are going to be coming down. So again, Resistance Fall of Man. So that's that one there, and it's complete. So pretty happy with that. The next one is also a PS3 game, and it's Call of Duty 3. And so this game came out in 2006, I think, and it's complete. So it's an older game now, but you know, I paid $6 for it. I think it's priced just a little bit higher than that. So for $6, I thought I'd add it in. It's a Blu-ray game, you know, PlayStation 3, so $6 is not too bad, I guess, for this game. The next one was probably the find of the day, actually, as far as value goes. And that is this game right here. I'm pretty happy to find it. It's The Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon. And so it's for Xbox 360. And I know this is a fairly valuable game for some reason. I don't know if it was rare or something like that, but it's held its value pretty well. So there it is there. It's totally complete. I'm just trying to check here when this was published. Actually, it's 2008, so it's a little bit older now, so I don't know why it's held its value so much. Again, it might be rare, and it might be because Spyro has reappeared in the Skylanders thing, so kids are looking for this game and they're not in as much supply as, you know, people would like. But, you know, a really good game. I want to check it out. I'm also a Skylanders fan. I'm also a Spyro fan, and I never actually checked this one out before, so looking forward to checking out The Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon. The last place I went to was also another thrift shop that had their 50% off deal. Yesterday, I actually went in there and I didn't see the things that I'm seeing today, so they must have put a few new things out on the sale day, which is kind of interesting. The first thing that I wanted to show you was this game right here, which is Freestyle, but actually it is No Style, because there is no game in it. So I took this up to the counter because I do have some loose GameCube games, and I asked them if I could just buy the case, and they charged me 10 cents for it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the artwork for this particular game. If somebody needs a Freestyle manual and artwork, the artwork's not in perfect condition, I would say. The manual has a little bit of a fold right here. I'm sure it can be flattened out, so it's absolutely not like perfect, but it's not horrible either. There's no like rips or anything that I can see at this point in it. If you're looking for Freestyle or the manual, I'm sure we can figure something out so that you can get that in your hands, because I don't really need it. I don't have that game. But I was looking for this to put like my Super Smash Brothers that I found loose in a GameCube a while ago, so I can use the official case for it. So I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, for 10 cents, you know, can't turn it down. I found another GameCube game as well there, and it's Pokemon Colosseum. I know this game has some value, so I was happy to pick it up. The thing is, the disc is not in the world's greatest shape, so hopefully it will still play and things like that. It doesn't look that bad, but it might just need a really good cleaning and be good to go. But I've never really been a Pokemon kind of guy. I'm a little bit too old for Pokemon stuff, but I know that Pokemon things hold a lot of value, and they have a lot of collectability for other people. So you know, I'll definitely check it out too. I'm not you know, anti-Pokemon or something like that. I will definitely check it out, and pretty happy to pick up GameCube titles because I don't run into them every single day. And the last thing that I wanted to show you was something that I actually saw the day before, which was this game right here. It's Resident Evil 2. And I already had this game, but it didn't have the artwork and things like that in it. And this one here is actually missing the manual, so I'm getting closer and closer to actually having Resident Evil 2 complete. So when this game actually, when I actually saw this game, it had just this disc right here, but I already had the other disc, and I'll show you a video of the other video in which I picked up this game, but it only had this disc in right here. I don't really need that demo disc too much because now we have Resident Evil 2. The only thing with this is the case has kind of seen better days. It's missing all the artwork, it's missing the manual, but overall pretty happy with that. I'll try to source those things out or see if I can find them and complete that game. So from that original pickup, this one here was missing the Claire disc, so I took the Claire disc from there, and I still need to clean it up because you can see there's still Sharpie or marker written across Claire's face, but I'll clean that up, and then I'll have a almost complete copy of Resident Evil 2 that has the artwork. And one of the things that I was looking for though too was also the case, because the case that the version I got before, the case was not like a legit case or something like that. It's basically like you couldn't keep it together or something like that. So I really just wanted this for the case, but I ended up paying $3 for this. It was $6.06. I ended up paying $3.03 for it because it was half price day. So pretty happy to pick up, you know, at least the one disc and the game case that goes along with it. So those are all my pickups from today. I hope you can stick around for this whole video. I know it was super long, and but thank you so much for watching again. Check out Pompey Games Room. Check out GameHuntersRUs if you haven't already. Please subscribe. Please comment down below. Please thumbs up this video. And thank you again so much for watching. I really appreciate all the comments and things like that I'm getting from you guys out there. Like I said, it's super encouraging, and I can't thank you all enough. So have a good night, and I will see you all later.